Hi, it's been a while. So something happened and I said, let me quickly make this video. A while back, while I was watching over my niece and my nephew then, I took up baking. Um, I don't like baking because it makes me, my body size. I'll add up, I'll get fat. And back then, my nephew used to say something like, maybe I'm running out of ideas of what to cook. And he'd be like, Auntie Blessing, why don't you just watch Food Network and watch it to get something, ideas of something to cook? So, but after which, I decided to take up baking because I wanted to make them feel lively, make them feel happy, try new things. I actually enjoy children eating something different and being happy. And then not just that, personally, I'm a eater. Yeah, I like to cook and I like to eat. There are some people who cook, but they don't eat what they cook. They can actually do that. But for me, I don't have such grace. Now, I started baking then. I made muffins. I even went as far as decorating it, putting the whipped cream and all that, and it came out nice. Some of them did not, especially when I started newly, but after which I started getting it right and it came out really, really nice to the extent that I sold a couple of them. I sold a couple of times from it. So, but recently, I'm a mother now, so I decided to do that for my children, where videos and information about what they bake, what they cook, cookies, biscuits, whatever it is right now, how it is carcinogenic, and mostly not healthy, putting things that are not supposed to be put in food, biscuit, and everything now. So I said, okay, children are always like, Mommy, I want to eat, I want this, and I want that. And it's not every time you give them the actual food. Sometimes you just infuse snacks. And how do we go about these snacks? I started looking up on videos, information, things I can do, things I should do. I recently got to make yogurt and it came out nice. I made banana bread, came out nice. I even went as far as making cake and came out nice. So, but in all this, I just paused. I'm about to bake now anyway. I just paused and I was like, wait, I've been here before, right? I used to bake and this just it just felt like one deja vu thing going on. A while back I used to do things for my nephew, my niece, to have fun with, to eat and enjoy, but now it's my own children I'm doing this for. And that gladdens my heart. Actually, it actually gladdens my heart. There's progress, right? It feels so surreal. It feels good doing this for my own children as well. One thing I know about life is whatever you do comes back to you. Now, somehow, if I wasn't doing that for my nephew, my niece, then if I wasn't doing that for my nephew and my niece, then I probably won't be doing it right now, right? Because that's where I actually got the idea from. That's where I got the foundation from. That's how I knew how to take care of children. And I pray God helps me to be a better mom, to be patient, because I really lack in that area. And so just keep coming up with ways, things that can make my children happy, grow, grow in a very healthy way. I'm intentional about my children and how they grow. I want them to grow to be, wholesome, to have that family bond. And I don't just bake, I don't just cook, I actually involve them. I let them wash their little hands and, whisk egg for me, just things like involving them. Like that's how I want it to be. And I just thought to share. I felt so good, so proud, if I'm permitted to say that. And everything we do in life, everything, good or bad, they always come back to us. Whatever you do, you're laying the foundation for yourself, And I'm grateful to God for the opportunity giving me those children to take care of for whatever time, and their parents as well finding me worthy to actually be in charge of them, no matter how short the period was or how long. And that is the foundation at which I was laid, and I'm trying to pass it on to my own children because I saw how their parents were patient, loving, and kind, and introduce them to things earlier, allow them to also be independent, to try out their own things sometimes. And yeah, that's it. I just thought to share.